this is Brian Seymour. I'm the Director of Instructional Technology for Pickerington Local Schools, and I'm bringing you live to ISTE. We just finished up day 2, or the official day 1, I guess. My day 2 of ISTE. I wanted to share some of the things that I saw today, a little bit about the opening keynote, and a few things from some of the different sessions. So just a few random pictures from around the exhibit hall. Everything, everywhere you go, is now decorated full go with ISTE and the ISTE colors. So my first session of the day today was actually most of the day. It was started at 8:30, went till about 3, and this is called TeachMeet ISTE. And basically what TeachMeet is it's sort of like an EdCamp model, but you don't have different breakout sessions. So basically everybody was in one big room, and people just signed up to present, and you could present for 2 minutes, 7 minutes, or up to 20 minutes for each type of presentation. And we just kind of kept rotating through, took breaks sort of as we went. So one of the first items that let me show you some of the links and some of the things that we talked about. So a few of these kind of caught my eye, and those are really the ones I'm going to show you now. The first one is Poll Everywhere, which I'm sure most everybody knows about. But now there is an extension that you can get for Poll Everywhere that you can actually put Poll Everywhere directly into Google Slides. And now you can insert that right into there, so you don't have to go from Google Slides to Poll Everywhere. It embeds right into this, and here is the just do polling in Google Slides, and it is an extension in Google Slides. So the second thing we talked about was Tinkercad. And basically what it is it's just a lot of different things that can be used for makerspaces. There's a lot of sessions here at ISTE about makerspaces. I'm not quite sold completely on it yet. I think it might be a fad, so I'm not really putting too much stock into it right now, but it does have some cool stuff where you can build and create some different pieces and parts if you're doing anything with makerspaces. The other one that I found kind of on accident is Chatterbox for Periscope. I do quite a bit of periscoping every once in a great while, I guess, so maybe not that much. But anyway, this is something that you can do then through your computer. So you can do Periscope now through your computer. And this is, again, an extension. Now you can do some different things. You can poll your audience and get some different pieces of information from them. The next one is called Flippity Net, I believe is how you say it. And basically this is free. And you turn everything from a Google spreadsheet into all these different pieces and parts. One of the cool things that they showed us was this idea of a name picker. So basically you put every kid's name in there, and instead of some elementary teachers, you probably have a jar, maybe popsicle sticks with kids' names on them. You pull them out, and that's the kid you pick to do whatever you want to do. This will actually auto-generate a name for you. So now you don't have to worry about that piece or you don't have to worry about a kid going, oh, you pick me all the time, and now it's the computer that does it. It does all these other pieces as well. We didn't really talk about all these other ones, but there are flashcards, quiz show, spelling words, Mad Libs, the name picker, badge tracker, which has been a big thing here at ISTE as well too, is the idea of digital badging, the progress indicator, and different certificates. The other one that I am really gonna look into is called Switcher Basic. So this is for iPads or iPhones, and basically what you do is you download this free app. And on this free app, you can actually get 4 different iPads or 4 different cameras going at the same time. As long as they're all on the same Wi-Fi, and as long as they're all being run through this app, then what you can do is as you're recording your broadcast or streaming it, you can actually switch between these different cameras. So it's almost like you have your own studio right with the iPhones or the iPads that you currently have in your building. So once again, kind of a cool thing to get different angles, different shots of what it is that you're trying to record. The other thing we talked about was called OneTab. This I know would be very beneficial to a lot of people that I work with. What happens all the time is you have 8,000 tabs going up across your computer. And when you have all those tabs going up through there, you use a lot of your RAM or a lot of memory. So as you can see, here's a lot of memory, a lot of RAM being used, and now by using this OneTab, what it does is it takes all of these tabs and puts them into a page, and then you can go in and click them, almost like they're different links. to those. So basically, once again, this is just another extension that's built into Chrome. The other thing that was mentioned, we didn't really go into a lot of it, was called Sway. I believe this is just a different way, like you can see there, different way to do reports, presentations, newsletters, personal stories, different settings, different templates, so on. This one was pretty cool. This is called Google Trends. And what Google Trends does is it actually shows you legitimate live Google searches. Now, you can switch this for different regions. You can do it for different countries. So we could do it for the United States. And then you can also, instead of just having one up here, you can go down through and have multiples. Now, I don't know what's on here, so don't get in trouble if there's something inappropriate. But this is what all of the current Google searches that are going on right now. And it kind of makes it into a cool idea of, these are what people are looking for. There also is a screensaver piece on here that you can do. So if you go up here in the corner, you can actually download a screensaver and turn this into your screensaver. So I think this has some pretty cool ideas. There's also some other things in Google Trends that if you're interested in it, there's some different things about words and books and all kinds of stuff. Don't really have time to get into them right now, but there's some other cool things in Google Trends. The last thing is called Red Critter, and Red Critter is basically a way to share some different pieces, share some different QR codes about yourself and what some awards is. I'm looking at this sort of in a PBIS idea. Can it track behavioral issues? So as you can see, it tracks all of these different assets for this individual. Could we use it for positive and negative discipline? So just a couple ideas there. All right, so next I ventured down into one of the ISTE Ignite sessions, which basically they hire, or they bring in a bunch of people, about 13 people I think it was. They each have 5 minutes or 20 slides, whichever comes first. I made it about halfway through, and I didn't really know exactly what was going on. But this guy got up and presented, and I apologize, I do not remember his name. But he got up and he started talking about purple cows. And we started talking about how the grand majority of our kids are being educated the exact same way. They're all coming out exactly the same way. So we need to have some purple cows. And those purple cows are those kids that are innovative, that are creative, that have those other skills that we're looking for. So underneath his clothes, as you can see, he dressed up like a cow. So I guess find your purple cows. All right. After that, we had a session on ISTE Gadgets, and these two guys started talking about all kinds of different gadgets and gizmos and things like that. There was everything from the Osmo to Sphero to virtual reality pieces. There wasn't anything really in education-wise that I haven't heard of yet. They did a lot of Kickstarters type stuff, like there was the cooler that I'm sure people have seen that has all the speakers and the blender mixed into it. They had a piece of luggage that had a GPS unit attached to it, so if you lose your luggage, you can tell where it is. The one thing that I did like that was really kind of cool was this hoodie. So inside of this hoodie, it actually has LED lights, and you can change the color of the LED lights. I don't know why. I don't know where I would ever use this at, but it's just really cool. They showed a video of this teacher holding his arms up, and you can actually make the lights flash. And their comment was, imagine yourself wearing this and making the lights flash with the hood up if a kid comes in and says, I don't have my homework. So it's just kind of cool. Every time I'm in one of these gadget sessions, this is just what I think about. I just say, you shut up and take my money. There's always something cool there that I want. They actually made the disclaimer at the very beginning of it saying, please lock down your credit card. Don't buy anything today. Please make sure that you take your time to think about it. I was in a gadget session a while ago, probably about a month or so ago. Same thing. It was just like, okay, I want one of everything. Please just tell me where to buy it at and take my money. So after that, we stood in line. Let me show you these pictures up here. I didn't get these open. So we stood in line for about an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes, for the keynote speaker. And today's keynote speaker, opening keynote, is Michio Kaku, the physicist that you can see there. And it was very cool. The problem we had to stand in line was because there's 14,000 people registered here for ISTE, and there was the main theater only sat 5,000. So they did do offsite streaming of the thing down to another room and then all the way through the convention hall. But it was just kind of cool. I wanted to be in that same room that he was presenting. And this is what the stage looked like. So I showed you a picture of it yesterday, but kind of the same deal. And then just to kind of get your idea, let me blow this up here a little bit for you. Just to get you kind of an idea of how many people are in here. I took a nice panorama picture of the exhibit of the Bellico Theater. It seats 5,000, and every seat was full. There was another room downstairs, I believe, sat 3,000 to 4,000, and that room was completely full. So it was pretty incredible. You know, from I used to be a science teacher, so being able to see Dr. Kaku and listening to some of his ideas, a lot of his ideas were on the future, where education is going to go, where technology is going to go, and just a couple of random pictures here of him talking. He was actually very funny, which I thought was good. Let me show you a couple videos here too. I meant to show you this one earlier. They actually had a live band play. I guess ISTE has this band that they hire every year, and this is actually their house band. So as we were coming in, the band was playing. It was nice. We had to wait about 45 minutes in the theater before we were able to get to the keynote starting. So I've never been to a conference before that had a live band. They usually just pump music in. So that was kind of a nice, different view there. One of the things I want to share with you here that Dr. Kaku was really adamant about was the idea that the internet is going to be everywhere. The word computer is pretty much going to be obsolete. We're going to have the internet in contact lenses, in glasses, in everywhere. He even said that they're working on wallpaper that you can actually put up that is smart wallpaper, that if you need to see a doctor or a lawyer or something, you actually would go up and talk to the wall about this. So one of his biggest things was that we as teachers need to realize that, one, those kids that are in kindergarten, 60% of them are going to have jobs that don't even exist today. So what skills are we trying to teach them? Are we trying to teach them skills of today that they're going to use, or are we trying to prepare them for their future? And then also, how are we doing that? Are we preparing them by making them memorize things? As a former science teacher, one of the things that I hate seeing teachers still force down kids' throats is the idea of memorizing the periodic table. We shouldn't necessarily be memorizing the periodic table. We should be teaching kids how to utilize the periodic table, because it's everywhere. You're going to be able to get it. Someday kids are going to be able to, in the short future, kids are going to be able to blink their eyes and bring up whatever it is that they want. That's straight memorization. So there are some things that I think we need to change, and this is just a quick video that kind of reemphasizes that.
You have to understand what the wars mean, the conditions that started the war, the after effects of the war. So concepts, principles have to be stressed rather than the drudgery of simply learning facts and figures. This is called...
So the idea of being a critical thinker, creativity, those types of skills are going to be far more important than the ability to memorize things, because the internet is going to be everywhere and the internet is going to be at our fingers. So just a few things to think about. ISTE today was pretty good. Tomorrow we start the real sessions and getting through, and everybody will be here, and there'll be thousands of sessions going on tomorrow all at the same time. So hopefully I'll be able to bring some more to you this time. But anyway, keep following me on Twitter. I'm at Seymour Educate, and I'll keep on tweeting. All right, thank you.